Alright, hello, this is Mr. Flynn, and this video is to show you how to use Turnitin as a student, how to upload your assignments and things like that. I will also show you what it looks like after you upload your assignment, what you see, what we see, etc. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you need to log in. So you log in up here at the top, you type in your username and your password, and you hit enter or click sign in. Alright, so this is what I see as an instructor. I'm going to switch over to student view. So this is what you see. Now normally you will only see, one, maybe two classes here. I have a whole bunch of classes on here, but you'll probably just see one, maybe two. Alright, so for this, you are going to click on your class. So let's say you're in period 1, you would click here. And just ignore those test assignments. That's something I did to test some things out. So you're looking for a college essay rough draft, which is right there. If you look over to the right and you hover over this, it'll give you some assignment instructions if there are any. You can see for this one that you can submit late. You will obviously lose points for me, but you can still do it. Like it'll physically allow you to do it. And you can also resubmit. Also next to it, if there's a rubric, you can see it. I don't have a rubric for this assignment. There will be a rubric for the final draft. And if you're not in my class, then another instructor might upload a rubric for you. You can see it by clicking here. If we look to the right a little bit, you will see the start date, which is the first date that you can start uploading your assignment. You will see the due date, which is when it's due. For me, I will always make it due when the bell rings for your class. Other people might make it different times, so make sure you double check on that. The post date is when you're going to be able to see the grades that you do, or the grades that that we give you, the feedback that we give you. You'll always be able to see your originality report right away or within 5 or 10. So, where do I submit my assignment? Well, look for the big blue button that says submit. And it is right there. So you click on it, and there's a couple of things you can do. You can do single file upload, which is what you'll normally do. You can also cut and paste. Okay, so if for some reason it's not uploading, you can cut and paste into that. And this is what it looks like down here. You would just paste it in that box. Your first name and last name should auto-populate into those fields, but you should just double check. Make sure it's your actual name so I can tell who it is. Your submission title, you can put college essay, or you can put an actual title. I'll be able to see your title there. So you can see some things here. For example, it has to be, I think it's less than 20 megabytes or 400 pages, which if you're going over that for my class, then I do not know what you're doing. You do a variety of formats. You click choose file. I'm just going to upload something that's just a regular text file, just so you can see. I click OK, or you can double click on it. Click upload. If you mess up, you can do cancel, go back, hit upload, and here you go. It starts to upload. Green means go, green means good. There it is. So now we're on step 2. You have not uploaded your paper yet. You're only on step 2. There's 3 steps. Okay, so this will give you a preview. It will not give you the entire paper. It will just give you a paragraph or two. Just double check, make sure the formatting is going to be stripped out, so don't worry about that. If it's not right, you can go back. That little red line down there, return to the last page. Up here it tells you some information, so look there and click submit. This will normally take a while. It didn't take too long for me because I'd already submitted this before for practice. So here is your digital receipt. You will also get one emailed to you. So double check, make sure your email is accurate, or else you're not going to be able to get that digital receipt if you ever need it. Also, it'll only have the first page on here, so don't freak out if you're like, there's 5 pages and I only see 1. It tells you right at the top that it will only be 1 page, but a lot of people miss that, and a lot of people start worrying and getting upset. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go back to the instructor page, so I'm going to show you some stuff here. All right, so you can now see what it looks like for me. I can see all these classes. Some are from last year, some are from this year. You don't really have to worry about most of the stuff on here. This is just so I can show you what I see when you upload your assignment. Okay, so I'm going to go to block 1 or period 1. I click there. And there's that assignment that I just showed you, the college essay rough draft. It is uploaded. Okay, but I'm going to click on this other one so I can show you some stuff with the originality report. Okay, I jumped ahead here because I didn't realize that you could see student names on the other one. So here you go. So this is what we get to in the end. So when you go to look at your assignment, it'll look a lot like this. I'll show you what it looks like exactly at the end. But this is the first thing I see. You notice all the blue on the left? That's a grade mark. This is where I'm going to grade what you did, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. But let's look at originality. Don't worry about this error message here. Okay, so again, originality, it's checked, it's red. So as I scroll down, let's take a look here. Okay, so here we have a sentence, 2003, following the terrorist attacks of September 11th on United States soil. How many different ways can you say that? Okay, so it's not too surprising that this is getting flagged as something that somebody else said as well. I think it's pretty clear that that's not plagiarism. That's just a coincidence of the same words in the same order, but there's not that many of them. Okay, if you have like 4 sentences like that all in a row, then we're going to start looking at that. So let's scroll down a little bit, and here, this is another example like that before. If the other one, if this and the other one and another one were all back to back with no citation, then that would indicate that what the student probably did is they probably paraphrased. So they probably incorrectly because there's no citation, and it's not really paraphrasing. You can't just copy 3 or 4 sentences, change a couple words, and call it paraphrasing. We'll talk about that when we get to the research paper a little bit later in the year. Okay, now this is what plagiarism looks like when you copy and paste directly. Okay, so what I did to test this is I uploaded a document, this one, and then I uploaded again after I copied and pasted something off the internet. You can see it right there. You can see it's very clearly plagiarism. It's an entire paragraph. There's no citation. There's no quotation marks. Pretty clear what's going on here. The student just copied and pasted the whole thing. So this is pretty cut and dry, slam dunk. Pretty much no argument against this one. Now if I click here, I can see this highlighted portion in context of the original source. So the red is highlighted, the black on the top and the bottom is the context. I can also check the full source if I click the top right of this box where it says full source, and I can see the entire article if I wanted to. So if something like this happens, it's pretty easy to find. It might not be the same exact source that the person copied it from because stuff gets passed around the internet like crazy, but I can still prove, I mean, this is not your idea. Let's scroll down a little bit. We see here that this is an actual quotation. You can see the quotation marks here. Okay, so it's not surprising that this is all highlighted. It should be. Okay, so Dostoevsky wrote this. I gave him credit up there. That's the page number right there. The citation is fine. This is perfectly fine. This is not plagiarism, even though the entire sentence or most of the sentence is highlighted. This is not a problem at all. Scroll down a little bit more, and we see, or just below that, we see another sentence that it's exactly the same thing. Okay, it's not plagiarism. There's no problem here. Everything's fine. We don't have to worry about this. Not like up above where there was no citation or anything like that. Okay, so same thing, citation here. This is all good. Scroll down a little bit more. Hopefully you recognize that this is a block quote. Okay, double indent. There's a page number. According to Michalski, Michalski is the author. I know who wrote this. Everything's fine here. It doesn't need quotation marks because that's the formatting. So again, not a surprise that this entire thing is highlighted. That is perfectly fine. Everything's good. Everybody's happy. No plagiarism. No bad things. No zeros. So this is what your originality report looks like. You guys will be able to see this for yourself. So about 5 minutes after you upload it, If you go back to where you click submit, look at view, and you'll be able to see your originality report for yourself. Okay, so that is what your originality report looks like. Again, you see the same thing that we see. Okay, we don't get any type of special features for this section. You guys can see exactly what it is. Something to know is that you can only get a new one every 24 hours. Okay, so if you upload a couple times, it's not going to work for you. You'll only get one every 24 hours. So don't keep trying to upload different things and expecting, 6 originality reports. All right, so grade mark. This is what we see when we grade your paper. Okay, so let's say for the sake of discussion, there's a comma splice here. All I do is I highlight it. Over on the right, I click comma splice. You can see below it says comma splice, so I know that that is what that is. I click that on there, and see all the information you get when you highlight when you hover over that that blue CS. You will see all that stuff. So it tells you what a comma splice is. It tells you how to fix it. It gives you a lot of information. I can also just make a regular comment by highlighting and just clicking here. So in this case, I'm telling you, you are awesome. I can change the text so you might have different text colors. So that's a way for me to make another comment to you. So when you log on, you'll be able to see all those comments. I can also make an entire paper comment. Okay, so in this case, I'm just commenting on your paper as a whole. So this would be the equivalent of when your teacher writes, a few sentences at the end of the paper. So I would just type that there. You would see it on your paper. I can also leave you a voice comment. I haven't done that yet, but who knows? You never know what I might do. If I attach a rubric to it, I can also just click the rubric here. You won't see any of this, but you'll be able to see the rubric for yourself. You'll be able to see how you're scored, things like that. Makes it easy for me. Change up there. That's pretty nice. So as you can see, I can get this done pretty quickly, and I can get this back to you much sooner, and I can give you much better feedback. So that's something that makes me happy as a teacher, and hopefully it makes you happy as a student, because you don't have to wait too long for your stuff, and you'll get better feedback that will help you. Okay, so I'm going to close that out. I'm going to go back to the student mode, because I want to show you what it's going to look like for you when you look at your assignment. Okay, so if I click on view over there, here we go. I can view my assignment, and you'll notice it looks very similar. It's almost exactly the same. Okay, so you get to see your comments, and the originality report, again, remember I said it's exactly the same. Look at that. What's the difference? Okay, so you and I see pretty much the same thing when it comes to that. And grade mark, you hover over, you can see the comments I made. You can see the little quick marks I have for you. There's also a view that you can see all these at the bottom. You can print it out. You can do all sorts of stuff. If there's a general comment, you'd see it on the right. I'm guessing the voice comment would be somewhere over there. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I haven't tried it. All right, so that is it. That is turnitin.com. So hopefully that gives you a brief overview of what it looks like, what you'll see, how to upload, and how to check your stuff afterwards. So if you have any trouble, send me an email. If you are watching this from outside the high school, leave a YouTube comment, and I'll try to answer them as well as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and enjoy uploading your assignments to Turnitin.